in the paddock. We're on episode 3. I'm here with my co-host, Paddy Slater, LOI Big Slater, and I'm joined this evening, or we're joined this evening by RYN-DAV. So, Ryan, tell us a bit about yourself. Who's Ryan? Obviously, your name's Ryan, but yeah. A long time, you know your stuff. Are you doing lessons? I know a little bit. Maybe I should do my research and know a little bit more. Oh, my favourite is the Netflix one, Drive to Survive. Is it? Don't. Ah, you just ruined it.
The BBC was the yearly, wasn't it? Back in, they do a review. Dan, I should actually watch it. BBC used to be the main, like, Sky Sports. Then at
Yeah.
the end of it, each year, like, they just do the whole season in a space of an hour. And it's good. It's good. Like, it brings it's real, like, good. I won't spoil much about it. Is that what you're talking about, isn't it? They're like about an hour long, aren't they? Ron? Yeah, they're sitting down. Eddie Jordan, do you know Eddie Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Irish lad. He's in it talking at the end, like they're sitting down having a cup of tea, but like,
I'll definitely
but
have to
go.
binge on that now this weekend.
Yeah, it started from 2010. I think it goes up till 2015. Yeah, 2015. I binged on that like
I'll be
multiple
sitting
times.
there. I'll be sitting there with Ted's notebook myself, fucking Danny Mac's notebook, girl.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You should watch it, Dennis, when you're not doing anything. It's
Oh,
actually, it's good.
I'll definitely have to give that a watch. So, Ryan, you obviously have a favourite driver and a favourite track. Um, so do you like driving in Singapore? Like, would that be one of your favourite tracks to drive on as well? Is Singapore in the calendar this year, Paddy?
Yeah.
RYN-DAV be looking to fucking score points from that. P1?
No. No,
Oh.
it's not in there. I thought you meant
Oh.
in real life.
Oh, I know it's in real life. I meant our calendar.
No, it's not in this season. I think the closest street circle would be Azerbaijan, wouldn't it?
Azerbaijan, yeah. I like
Yeah,
that
but
track. It's very
that's
tight though
it.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's.
One or
I think at
two,
the end of the
there's just
season,
one
it's
corner.
good. Went
Anyways.
all. Yeah, went all sudden there. I was just saying
Yeah.
that at the end of the season, the end of the season would be. You have all like Brazil, Austria, you have Canada there. That could be a tricky, good old track that can be. With the
I
downforce of
like
these
that track.
cars, it's better. It's better in this game, I think, with the more extra downforce. You need a bit, and yeah, it's good. It's good ending. You know, Belgium,
Canada was the
France.
first ever time trial that I done when Leo got the game last year. Around this time last year, actually, he got the game. And I mean, I sat there for 2 hours and I was adamant. Like, obviously, he was using, like, with his no assists and all that malarkey. I remember I sat here for 2 hours trying to put in one fucking lap. And now look at me, I'm in fucking, I think I've raced in every fucking tier in LOI.
Contributed, yeah, probably contributed, and
What can I say?
I don't think no one has done that actually. Then
No,
I think you're the only person.
tier 6 for me next season, huh? Oh, stop. So, we'll crack on. Tier 1. You're a tier 1 driver. You're up there. up there with the lads. Who would be your rival now in Tier 1? I mean, he wasn't the best yesterday in qualifying. Mm.
Yeah, like
Qualifying
agree.
yesterday.
Like I haven't even had a pole position since a while now. After having a pole, I haven't had a pole. What was since Brazil?
That long
Things
ago.
yeah, that long ago. But I've won races, so
Yeah. You don't
it's
get
all
points
about
for qualifying, as you say.
that's it. It's all being about the quickest car in the racetrack. That's all that matters.
I'm
But
not
it's
messing
just
with you. Yesterday, during qualifying, I was literally on the edge of my seat. I was like, is this the real F1? Or literally, there's like only like so like a thousand of a second like separating.
yeah. Top four was close, and then the fifth downwards was very close. But there's lads there that like you don't need, like they'd have a bad quality. Like there's a few lads there like that would have a bad quality, but they'd be there in the race. So it's tough, and especially as the start of the season, you just have to be work it out. Like people's pace,
Yeah.
and then you're more confident. Like you're more of a race pace guy as well, Ryan. I know.
No, that's it. You can never really tell like what's gonna happen in the race. So I do believe that Williams, you're in the Williams seat last year. You're now in the Racing Point for this season. But I do believe that the Williams won the constructors last season. How did that make you feel? Yeah, that's one thing I have to say about the league is, like we are such a big community, but like when you're in a team, the lads do like pull through and like they give you a dig out. Like even in the Discord does always be hopping. Like the lads are all
Ryan,
so like generous. Like
We can't hear you on that stream. I don't know what it is.
oh,
Yeah,
don't say that.
even go onto the lads are also like generous. Like if you're go talk there on the um go on the stream and try. Like you won't be able to hear yourself. Do you have it on? Obviously, you can hear me, Danny.
Yeah, I don't know
Uh,
what to do.
go
Mm,
go to settings there, Danners.
right. On my PlayStation. Okay. Um. Yeah. 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 Include microphone, audio, and videos. Include microphone, audio, and broadcast. Yeah, they're all on. Mm. We'll have a...
Yeah, that's it. I didn't even know there was a setting there.
Oh, you're on there now. We can
I
hear
just
you.
thought it was automatic. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Right, I'll give
God.
a quick overview of who I am. Right, I'm
Right.
19. I'm from Tipperary. My favorite driver is Vettel. Favorite tracks Singapore, Malaysia, and yeah, the lads in the Williams gave me a lot of help last year, well, last season when I was struggling a lot. So
Are you looking
yeah,
forward
so
now
it's pretty
to
much
being
what
in
it is.
the Racing Point this season?
Yeah, I am. What you call it? A few quick lads as well in the racing points. So hopefully we can bring back the points. And obviously it's a
Who's your
big
teammate
car.
this
That's kind of
season? Do you
nice.
know?
Seabucks.
I should really do my research before I actually interview drivers. Do you know that? I'm actually sitting here. I'm asking you all the questions, and I should know all this, considering I'm the host. Like,
Yeah, it's good though.
anyways. So obviously, like, we're gonna get deep now. So I wanted to have you on, because I just feel like you sent Slater a message a couple of weeks ago, and he shared it with me, because I'm his best friend, and obviously obviously Slater's Leo's best friend, and I'm with Leo. But since I got with Leo, me and Slater have created like a bond and a friendship, and I actually text Slater more than I do text Leo. And obviously from drinking with Slater and like just like being out with him and stuff, like me and him have talked through like stuff and like stuff that we've kind of been through and realised that we're actually very similar. Um but obviously like I text you like and I just asked you to jump on, and you asked me why I wanted to have you on, and just about mental health. And I feel like it is a real important topic to talk about, and I know everybody and their nanny is talking about mental health at the minute, but I feel like that the Discord is made up of 99% male and I'm the only female, so I feel like there's such a stigma around male mental health, and it's not talked about as much, and it's not like recognized, and like men should be strong and not keep their feelings in. It's like not okay to cry, but like it is okay to cry, like, and everyone struggles, and as a community, like I feel like it's a real important topic to kind of discuss, because obviously we're growing each year, and there's like over 100 drivers, and like it's okay not to be okay. So yeah, obviously like I've had my own struggles. I know Slater's has had his struggles. I'm not asking you to get into details or anything, but like obviously you yourself like have had your own struggles, like
Yeah, no,
um
obviously I don't mind talking about it, but what you call it? Just in the last, since COVID started, and big part of my life is sports. So once that went, it was kind of just like that kind of depressing stage in my life where nothing really happened. Like it was kind of just slow, just living day to day. Like obviously nothing like, obviously I don't want to talk too deep into it, but nothing like suicidal or anything like that. It
yeah,
was just kind of just that kind of depression that I can't do anything for the last year, and then obviously starting college and no job. And obviously I'm only 19, so like don't have much of a job, but no money to really go to college, we'll say.
yeah. So
So
obviously
just
like
that kind
you're
of
doing
stress.
college and stuff online, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard. Being in college is hard in general without having to do it online when you're stuck
yeah,
kind
and
of
obviously it's my
in the
first year
same
as well. So
house. What are you studying?
electronic engineering.
Oh, very fancy. And what's that now? I don't know what that is. It sounds fancy though.
Uh,
Obviously
you
electronics.
basically, yeah, you design like circuit boards and stuff like that. So
Ah, I know
it's,
what a circuit board is. See, down there for dancing. So yeah,
Well,
obviously like
could
with
I say,
COVID. Yeah, yeah, sorry.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, just about the message, like that actually meant a lot to me when you said that, because I probably not try to go too deep, like, but when I started this league, I was suffering bad mental health. Like I was in the horrors. I just started it, like literally, I was at my peak just a couple of months before it. And I was meant to even start earlier in the league, but it's time, like I was working there and all, and was in waste removal there at the time, and I was like was this lad who was like a portable skip, and he collected like sofas, beds from out people's houses, like. And one night, Mother's Day, me and Leo went out, and a few lads, LOI, JJB, and who else? I think that was it. He was now in the league, but went out that Saturday. I was watching the Bahrain Grand Prix. It was the 2019 one when Leclerc had the problem, and I came home from work, drank about 300 quid worth of points that one day, and then another 300 the next day. I just went bonkers. Like, Leo could even put his hand up and saying like we were gone. And then next day I went to work. The Sunday was the whole weekend, and I felt pain in my stomach. I couldn't sit down in the chair, and I thought, it's just a hangover. I'll be grand. And nothing unstoppable and all. Like, it'll be grand, just hungover. And then after a while, I couldn't eat or nothing. I was getting like dizziness and all, and I said, "Here, look, I can't go outside." And so I was out of work for a month. Then I tried to go back, and then I started getting panic attacks, and I was like, "What is this?" Like, you don't know. Like, when people talk about it, you just don't know what it means, like, until you experience it. And then I was meant to go in Liverpool with the lads that summer, and I couldn't go. Couldn't physically get a go. Couldn't. Just really emotional. Just couldn't go. And the size of me, like, fucking, like, no matter how big you are, you can face these problems. And then I went to speak to someone, and that was the best thing I ever went. And it may take a long time for it. Depends how serious, like, it can be with people, and then you can overcome it. And then this year, November, I just gone. Like, I had it during season 1, 2, and 3, and then season 4 onwards have been 100% healthy, free, mental. I can go anywhere, not a bother. Have a new job and all, great job, like, great people working with, like, as well, like, so. There's a lot of help out there for people. Like,
there is a lot of help out there, but the biggest thing is obviously asking for help. A lot of people don't know how to ask for help. That's the biggest part about it. Like, obviously myself, like, I've had difficulties and stuff, like, throughout the years. Still do, like, have the odd kind of meltdown here and there. Like Paddy, like, I suffer with depression and anxiety, and I was diagnosed with emotionally unsettled personality a couple of years back. So I grew up in care, and obviously, like, I was shifted around, and I got diagnosed with this. I didn't really know what it was when I was younger, like, so, and then obviously as I got older, kind of done my research and stuff, just like mood swings and stuff. But like that, like, it is just about asking for help. And obviously as a community, with 99% of males, I just feel like the league, like, obviously in the Discord or whatever, we do give each other a stick, and there's a lot of laughs and a lot of joking and stuff, but I just want to kind of highlight the issue that it's okay not to be okay, and, like, we are there if anyone is struggling, like, to kind of reach out. I know it's hard to reach out, but, like, do reach out, and, like, you're not alone. Like, obviously, like, there's over 100 drivers there. Like, if you're close with someone, kind of give them a shout, or, like, if you're comfortable with someone, like, kind of to just talk about it. Like, obviously we're kind of just growing each year, and as Ryan said, like, the league has helped him this year with COVID, especially. Like, COVID's just been a bastard to everyone, literally everyone.
The league gives you something to look forward to every
like,
week.
That's it. Like, with races and stuff, you have your races each week, so you're putting in the grind then. And I don't know about you, Ryan, would you jump in parties with any of the lads?
No, I find that too distracting. I just sit, like, it's a weird way, like, I know it's proper cliche. It's kind of like with the drivers, when they put on the helmet, they get into, like, that kind of, like, state of mind where nothing else around them exists except them driving the car. Yeah, so that's what I do when I sit down and I'm racing. I kind of just, like, everything just gets ignored. It's just focused on the race, which is it's kind of an escape more
Yeah,
than anything.
you're coming for that P1 spot, season 5.
No way. That's not
That's
gonna
dedication, like.
happen.
I need to be in a
Yeah.
party with someone, like, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I do slow down in the middle of the track and all to try change my tyres before I go into the pit. I do be in everyone's way. Like, I'm actually brutal at the game. Um, but like as you said, like you do just get in that zone. So
Yeah.
talk us through that then. Like, what do you feel? Like, I know I just feel pressure and I have to go for a nervous poo before a race. I get so nervous, like, and I don't know why. It's a game. It's like it's not real life, but I still get so nervous. As Slater says, all the Irish water supplies they'll now come 9:30, 10 o'clock between Sunday to Thursday. All the chains they'll be flushing.
Yeah, I just get cold hands. I don't know what it is.
Do
Like I'll be
you?
blowing on my hands. Yeah, before I start, I just be blowing on my hands and just rubbing them together. Just I'd be listening to the stream. I only listen to it during qualifying, just so I can get like a heads up where people are when I'm driving and stuff like that. And I just be rubbing my hands throughout, like going down the straight, take my hands off the wheel. Like I just get that kind of nervous. But then in the race, first few laps, same thing. 'Cause obviously I don't want to crash in the last few laps if
Yeah.
I'm in a good position. And it's the same. But once I'm in the middle, then it's just pure focus.
Yeah. Oh, you're on
It's
the wheel. I didn't know. I thought you were on the
yeah.
pad.
No,
Yeah.
I can't. I haven't been on the pad since 2014.
Oh, really? Oh, so you're fly.
Yeah.
What wheel have you got?
Trustmaster 3 T300 RS.
Oh, nice. Have you got the whole setup and all?
Uh, I have a placey. It's not much. Like it's a whole.
It's your
house
setup,
wheel.
like.
Yeah, it's just something small. Like it's not too dear. And
And it's good. Like I know on the wheel, you're gonna keep getting better. Like you're gonna keep getting better and better. That's my biggest regret on not starting on the wheel, because I started on the wheel back when I did. I'd be esports pace, like, so like it's good that you keep at it. That's my biggest advice for you. Just keep at it and you're gonna get better and better. Everybody's getting better, and it's good in the race. Like as you said there, like I used to, like at the start, like season 1, 2, and season 1 and 2, like I was feel the pressure, like, but now, and if you have a bit of like, you'll get used to it. If you get me, some people thrive off it, like, you know what I mean, and some people just suffer. Like, but like Sully wouldn't even remind me saying it. Like, you know, now Sully got pole there yesterday. He was like, yes, because I was like, you don't need pressure, but he goes, oh look, you've proved everything. You don't need to prove anyone. And like Sully's like being close in season 2, and he's like, oh yeah, on Jude, like he's the fastest lad that hasn't got a win yet. Like, so there was a lot of pressure on
Sully
him.
never won.
No, Sully's never won a race. He's had 10 podiums in a row in
Oh, for
season 2.
fuck's sake.
10 podiums in a row in season 2.
I can only imagine why he feels during a race. Oh,
Someone said actually, I think it was Owen BRX or something there, goes, I wonder why who's winning all them and all. I wonder how many, if he wasn't there, how many wins Sully could have had, like, you know. But like, I respect Sully. Sully's a great lad. Like, he is, you used to, like, his, obviously must be the tip nature, but like, yeah, like, I was delighted when you got points in Australia. You got a P5. Like, that was your first points, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That felt like some huge weight off the
Yeah,
shoulders.
P5. Like, that's like, imagine getting your first points and it's a P5. Like, in that.
listen, I'm happy, like, when I raced in season 2 and I limped home in, like, Hungary and I got 1 point. I was delighted with that. It might have been 1 point, but it was 1 point to fucking me, and it mattered. It fucking mattered. Like, limped home, fucking broke a wing, fucking, I think I had a puncture. Oh god, that meant the world to me.
Yeah,
so
that's,
especially
yeah,
when you
that,
go up against really quick people. Just knowing that you're actually mixing it up with the fast people, it's just a confidence boost, really.
And do you run any assists?
Only the racing, because I have no idea where to brake.
Yeah, a lot. No ABS.
No.
You have everything turned off, do you?
Yeah, everything. Just just the racing line is just off on.
That's serious. Oh, like I only turned off my medium braking assist there like yesterday. Now I haven't beaten my time trial yet, but I'm consistent like in a lap. I can hold the lap together and I'm not spinning. Like I think that's like a massive achievement for me. Just like I'm running medium traction and low braking assist. This lad going around with nothing on bar the racing line. Slater still has ABS on.
Yeah, I know most of the lads do, and I've been contemplating turning it on or not because it seems to be quicker because you can turn while you're braking. I was like, you know what? I have learned to not have it on. I'll just leave it off. It could do me better down the line.
Do you know what it is? It's whatever your driving style is, but it's ABS is quicker off. The esports lads would have it on if it's quicker. Do you get me?
Yeah,
It's not huge. It's not the biggest assist, but it's still quicker. Like, but it's just you'll see him more in a race pace. That's the only thing. Like, Otmare did a video there. Like, he's the quickest on this game, and he done a video with all assists on, and then he took certain assists off, and he wrote down. He had like a spreadsheet and wrote down which assist he was slower with. Like, he had like high braking assist. He was 3 seconds a lap slower. Like, so it's hard. It's hard. That's if I think it's traction is harder to take off on the wheel, but ABS is easier to take off on the wheel. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, the track.
Back in 2015 when I got my first wheel, I think I was using all the assists in F1 2013 and F1 2014. I just took them all off once I got my wheel because I just wanted like the full immersion. So I just took everything off at the one time. It took me forever to get used to it.
And I like with the ABS, it's a lot powerful in this game than it was last game. The last game, I was talking to Dan last night, and he was saying to me, so he has everything, he has the line and all off, everything off, and I go to him, were you doing that last year's game? And he goes, I tried in last year's game, it was just impossible to do it, like, it was just so hard, but you get that benefit if you got it right, the bigger reward.
But like, does the game not tell you where to brake? Well, obviously, if you've no line on, it doesn't tell you where to brake. Oh my god, I'm such brain dead.
You learn it for every track and every
it's muscle memory, Danners.
You see, I don't even remember what day it is sometimes. Never mind fucking where to brake.
But yeah, it's like you're doing a keepy uppies or something. Like, you know what I mean? Just the coordination. But that's just muscle memory, like in. Like if Dan OM's mind or something, it's just mad how they do it, like, especially the quick lads. But
like Tier 1 this season is all a pack of aliens, like, literally. Like, it's so close. It's too close to call, like, obviously who's gonna kind of win kind of Tier 1 at the minute, because the league or the season has only just started. But have you any predictions for this season, Ryan?
For me or for the championship?
For you and the championship.
Right, for myself, I hope to get a few points anyway in a few different races, not just in the one race.
Yeah.
I hope to be more consistent.
Where would you like to sit, like midfield?
Yeah, that's where I think my pace is at the moment, maybe towards the back a little bit. But yeah, kind of just in and around, mix it up in the midfield, whenever people are having bad races, stuff like that.
That's it. Myself. All it takes is one person to make a mistake in front of you, and then you can just overtake them.
Yeah, no, yeah, and then for the for the championship, I think Slater's going to win it this year. Consistency is just crazy. I've never seen something like it. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
The pressure's on them this season.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a few lads up there, but I've never seen someone to be so consistent.
Slater's not going to be able to walk out his bedroom door now. His head's going to be that big.
I get what he's saying. Like, you just, as I said, you can not win a race, but you can get all podiums and you can win it.
That's it.
It's just, you have to be there every race. Like, it's no point being there one race and then you're down in 12th place the next race. It's not good.
What you mean?
Like, there's no point being like you're winning one race and then the next race you're outside the points.
Oh,
and then the
yeah.
next race you're all over. You have to be in the top 5.
You have to be consistent, like.
You have to be there. You have to be there. Like, you just, once you're there and you put pressure on people, they're gonna crumble. Like, if you just keep at them, like, they're just. I mean, some people hold it well, but there's only so much some people can take. But yeah, there's a lot of huge, good, quick drivers, and I love it. I love now battle. Like, can't go wrong with now battle. Like, and I've experienced it as well in season 1. Remember, I had a close. Remember, and it was Scuba.
Scuba was literally right up your gicker. All through season 1.
Too. Yes. So that just goes to show, like, of
how much you've improved, like.
Yeah, and especially, and him too, like, we pushed each other, and like, you can have a bit of, like, I can learn from what move to go for and what not to go for, you know? But it's the same with, like, Ryan just, he could go up with guns blazing out, like, Ryan has nothing to lose. Ryan's gonna just get better and better. And which he is, like, he's just improving each race. That's the biggest credit I give to him. Like, he's just keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna be there. You're gonna be up at the top, mate. Like, there's plenty. Like, that tier 1's future world champions all there.
We'll just call tier 1 the aliens.
You're gonna be there, man. I tell you now. This time, probably next year, right, or something. Next game, a couple of months down the line, this will be on the stream, and you'll be there. There's someone's gonna be. It's gonna be a few future world champions in there.
It's gonna be tight.
Every tier's tight.
Like, I don't think you can call tier 1 this season, where, like, kind of in tier 3 you kind of knew Slayer's gonna win it again. But obviously, I know you kind of want, or not tier 3, season 3. Sorry. In season 3, obviously, like, you knew kind of you were gonna walk it. You didn't have Scuba or anything, but you had Sully. Who did you have to battle with actually in season 3? Liam. Every season, right? You had Scuba season 1, Sully season 2, Limo season 3. Owen O'Shane last season. Now Owen's after coming up now from and Tommy are after coming up from tier 4 and tier 2. And, like, look at the poll, or look at the qualifying yesterday. Like, I know obviously the race was a shit show, we didn't get to do it, but, like, there's, like, I actually just can't even call it. I have no predictions for tier 1. When we were doing the Zoom call of sorting out the teams and stuff, we all wrote down our predictions. And tier 1, I couldn't pick anyone for tier 1. That was the hardest tier that I had to pick a champion for, and I couldn't. It's too tight.
Yeah, I was the opposite. Just the opposite. Like, I think tier 2's harder to call.
Do you think?
Yeah, tier 2's. But that's just because I had to say it. But, like, yeah, as Ryan says, you have to be consistent. Like, if Ryan got P5s all the time, he'd be top 3 in the championship. Probably if you got them, you'd probably be right, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But you probably want to get points. If you got points every race, like, you'd be getting a good result. Like, you probably. Where did you finish, like, last season? Like, you want to probably go up another couple of positions. I think you will. I think you'll probably break the top 10. You'll probably be. You break the top 10 at the end of the season, or top 12, like, that'd be a push. But it's going to be a lot tighter, like, as Dani says. But it's.
This thing is going to be a lot closer because everyone's so close to be changing points, and nobody would be stretching away from the rest, if you get me.
Yeah, like, I just tier 1.
The race pace is gonna win you. Whoever has the quickest race pace.
All yous though have, like, good race pace, where I crack under pressure. Like, my race pace is shocking. I just sit there and go on a Sunday drive because 9 times out of 10 I get lapped. and I'm racing myself. Like, it's no fun when you're racing yourself, where yous have that added pressure on yous, because yous have people coming up like left, right, up, fucking in front and fucking behind. Like, you know, yous have that added pressure where I can't race.
That pressure is class though. When you're wheel to wheel with someone, it's like the best feeling ever, because you're just like right next to each other, and like one wrong move and you're in the wall or something like that, and it's proper tight, and it's very exhilarating.
See,
I find that anyway.
if someone comes up beside me and like I can't defend, like if someone comes up beside me, I kind of just tend to like move to the side and let them go, because I don't want to make a mistake and I don't want to get penalties. So like, you know, I just kind of tend to let them go, because I don't have the pace to keep up with them.
Yeah,
You know?
I definitely didn't have the pace. I think it was Abu Dhabi, season 3. It was what you call it? I think it was up near the front, but everyone else had stopped. I think Slayer came up behind me and he passed me. I just used everything I had to try and pass him back. It was because I was just like, it was the only time that I actually proper get to fight him. And I don't know if you remember that. It was going.
Yeah. Look, you had to go for it.
Yeah, it was just a bit of crack, really.
You did right, the centre, like, because you had nothing to lose, and you could have got like in a fight there, and would have tires could go off. But yeah, I remember that, like you were flying around Abu Dhabi, because remember in tier 2 you got pole, didn't you? At your first pole position there.
Yeah, that was my
Tier
second
2 and
race.
that. Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi's probably my best track that I'm actually good at, but I don't really like it that much.
And
it's
sorry, go
at the
ahead,
end.
sir.
It's in this season as well. Don't know whereabouts it is, but it's
It's in there
middle or something. It's like 2 races after Spain, I think. I don't know actually.
it's something around there. Yeah.
Yeah. And how are you with the Spain track? Because I know I am dreading that track.
I know nobody likes it in real life, but in the
No.
game with the less 30 era, I think it's a class track to race on.
Oh,
I don't know what
no.
it is. I just love racing on it.
It's the last, you know, before you're like the last S's.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Like, I know I'm gonna really struggle with that track. It's because I can't. I just clip the curb and I just end up spinning, and they just really stress me out.
Yeah, there is that one curve. I think it's after the hairpin at the back straight.
Yeah.
That you always just spin and you end up in the far corner of the track, like.
Oh
It's just
God.
yeah, there is that corner that you always have to be hesitant about.
Like, especially like in tier 5 this year is going to be carnage. Like, so I don't mind starting at the back as usual and let all them nosedive or dive bomb each other. Like, and all I have to do is stay alive and not spin and not crash into a wall, and I have a feeling I'll get points. That's all I have to do is stay alive. I have a plan. I have a plan of action.
Could basically plan the same. Going on to turn one, the first lap is going to be chaotic.
Oh, it always is.
Yeah.
Turn 1 in every single race, like, it's just madness.
And I was about to say to you, you're here a season and a bit now. Where do you see yourself? Like, as I said, I think you're a future world champion, ain't you? But where do you, in your own mind, do you see yourself? And where do you see the league going as well?
I'll start with my own ambition anyway first. It's hard to tell because, you know, I am only mid to low pack at the moment, but I think maybe what we're in season 5 now, so I'm hoping maybe by season 7 I have at least a podium in tier 1. That's what I'm aiming for. And then with the league,
Good goal.
obviously there's what 110 drivers now. I can't.
Yeah,
It's
something
over
like that,
100
yeah.
anyway. Yeah, and obviously there was, I don't know how many there was there when I was there, but ever since I've joined, there's been people joining the whole time. I've
Yeah.
even like managed to get someone to join off my TikTok and everything. So
No way.
yeah, just some fella that asked to join. So Just sent
Yeah.
him the Discord link.
LOI now have a TikTok, so if you do have
I know,
any
yeah, I've liked all the videos and all that.
coming up in the world, now it's now wheel to wheel TikTok now. We're a bit more professional than that, you know.
No screaming.
No effing and blinding. And come here, do you watch any of the other races? Do you watch tier 2 and tier 3 and stuff?
I watch all of them.
So, right, here we get down to business now. Who's your predictions for tier 5? I know you don't really know many people, but who's your prediction for tier 5? Dani Mac.
Straight into tier 5.
Yeah.
You've only got tier 2 or 3 or 4.
I don't know who's racing in tier 5. I don't even,
Me.
I don't even know
Dani
who's. Well, we'll just say that you'll win it, so because I have no idea who's in it. Like I know that there's someone from the Racing Point team, but I don't know who it is.
That is awful. Anyway, moving on. Right, tier 4 then. We'll go up the ladder. Tier 4. Who is taking your fancy for tier 4?
Who won today?
Jamie Henry.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Just piss you off. I gotta say he's gonna win the championship.
Now listen, right? He actually doesn't annoy me. It's just when he starts getting mouthy in the Discord, I just feel the mother in me comes out, and I'm like, if that was my child, I tell you.
That's fair. Confidence breeds success. So.
Yeah, Jesus, I can't believe he won. Fair play to him. Oh Jesus. Can we put him in timeout now in the Discord? Because I actually just don't think I can listen to him on repeat telling us that he got a win. And tier 3 then. Tier 3 is actually a tight tier this year.
Yeah, it is. I'm obviously Williams is my route, so I'm just gonna say 1 to 2 Williams boys.
Who's that now?
Let
me go check.
So I think is Mayo Man still with him? I think he is.
Mayo Man is
Let's say Mayo Man. He won 2 or 3 races last year, so
yeah.
Actually, that new lad, the real Johnny, he got a podium. It was his debut.
Oh, he did, yeah.
It was his debut the other day.
Yeah, he's quick. He's looking.
Yeah.
He just needs to stay a bit consistency with his driving, not get damaged. But I think he has the tools to win. That if he just...
He's only a young lad as well.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought he was a bit older, but...
oh, he's only a young lad.
Yeah, he's a young lad, yeah.
He's one to watch. I tell you, I have my eye on him.
Strong to end this, like, still again. Williams was last season, but I know he was one of last season run. But Racing Point still.
Yeah, you have Tonka in tier 2, Haribo, Decky Ferg and Smooth, Why Not See and RYN-DAV, is it? And
Daz.
Meeps actually is tier 5. And more, I don't know who this is, but do you know Meeps? The Meeples champ?
Yeah, I'm actually following him on Twitch.
Yeah,
so.
he's back in the Racing Point in tier 5 this season, so I know
he was decent last year as well.
Yeah, he was my teammate in season 2. Miss out Meeps. I like Meeps, I do.
Yeah, you just have a good, strong squad. And Seabooks as a teammate, I think you and Seabooks will work very well together.
Yeah, Seabooks is really quick.
All the strategy.
It's rapid.
Yeah, he's very consistent. Pinpoint, picks a corner, takes it well. Very good.
And then your predictions then for tier 2.
Going off, obviously you can't tell much off time trial, but then again, it's season 3 and stuff like that. The way how fast he's developed, I'm gonna say Irish Gary. He is slowing up.
Irish Gary has so much potential.
Yeah, he was decent in tier 3, Like, he was right up there. Obviously, he lost in the last race in the championship, but even this year, he's right up there in season 2 again. Like, or up tier 2. I mean, like, he's right up at the tail end again. So
Yeah,
it's just been
he's
always up
consistent.
there.
Like,
Yeah,
he's always improving. I know I give Gary an awful time on this podcast, but I have to try convince him to jump on, because he's one to watch actually.
yeah, he is. He's very quick.
And he'll be
Probably
delighted with
faster
that.
than-
No, I don't think. Just don't be giving him that much credit. Like, he's still in tier 2. Like, come on. We'll see now. Come, is Belgium on the calendar this year, Slater? We'll see what happens. Does he get PTSD now for En Rouge? And see, does Rory Drain come back to haunt them?
Well, that's it. That's the beauty of well, it's partly live virtual sport, but that's the beauty of it, because it's live and you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, like, you have to be there like, you could be at the back of the grid, alright, and you could be starting on the hard tyre, and when you're about to pit, a safety car could come out and you're on the soft tyres.
Like Leo the other night, brought out his own safety car.
Yeah, look, it has a handy, and you do his washing, you make his food, like, he brings us on saying, Leo, so man.
Tell you, nobody could do that.
But, Ryan, actually, say if we have an LOI get together, hopefully this year coming, hopefully the restrictions are easing up a tiny bit more, which is good. I think we're past the peak. Would you ever plan to meet, like, go up, and we're planning to get awards now, you could bring a +1 and...
well, I don't have a +1, so. But
well,
yeah,
if you had to go, I'll fucking text you, and if you feel a bit comfortable, not comfortable, just give me a text, or we'll try a spot. But it could be next year or this year. Hopefully this year. But
yeah, that's it.
Lovely lad.
We're gonna try organise an awards night. Sorry to Ben Radcliffe, Adam Whelan, and to anyone else underage. Reese Lally and all them, they unfortunately will not be able to go. As I will be off duty that night, and I'm not playing mammy to a bunch of children that night, because I'm going to get rid of my child that night. But yeah, we're going to try plan an awards night. Bit of crack, bit of gargle, kind of to meet everyone.
Yeah, actually, you get to meet the face behind the cameras and stuff like that.
And do you drive an actual car, a real car?
No. My lessons have been cancelled because of COVID, so.
Me.
I'm too done.
I'm driving around with 6 lessons, and I actually think I'm like Lewis Hamilton in the fucking car. Honestly, Slater hates when he gets in the car with me. I do be fucking taking corners like I don't know what.
Let's say you're Schumacher or Bell.
Yeah, hey Hamilton.
Nah, I don't actually. I fucking used to despise him. Just this season, I don't know. I used to be I don't know. You just grown onto it. I have a more respect of him, you know. Because
I'm the same. I don't like him.
Yeah, I know, like, because when you're winning all the time, I have this little thing in the back of my mind. People just want me to fucking lose, and I can see where he comes from, like, mental wise. I have that little bit of connection, but he's like, imagine the amount of pressure on him, like, in week in, week out. Obviously, he has the best car, but like, that just goes to show you.
I don't care if he has the best car or not. I don't like him. He is a woman. Like, women moan, right? I'm gonna hold my hands up for like all the women who admit when they're wrong. But he is literally a little bitch, and if nothing goes his way, he runs up. No, he doesn't even run up. He scoots up on his little fucking scooter to the steward's office and has a little bitch and a moan because he's not happy. Like, he just irritates the bones out of my body. I don't like him.
To be fair, the only reason they're in F1 is because they all think they're the best, and they're all bitchy to everyone else. Every one of them, no matter how nice they are, they all believe they're the best because they wouldn't be there if they didn't.
It's
Do you know what I
money.
mean?
The only reason why he's there is because he's good publicity.
But he's only
Like,
good publicity because of what he's done.
but
Surely you have
yes,
a bit of respect for him.
yes, you have to give him credit where credit's due, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard. It's fucking hard to win 7 championships, but
Yeah.
I still think this season he's on the back foot. He's not like the favourite.
No.
No, he's Verstappen will be the favourite.
Like Maxi fucking, like, I didn't like Max last season. I don't know what it was. I really did not like him. And then halfway through the season he started growing on me. He started, like, obviously he had the problem with his car in what track was it? What track was that, Slater? And he had a problem with his car. Can you remember?
Last season?
Yeah, last season.
Hungary, was that when he crashed when I was down in yours with the wet,
Yeah,
was it?
yeah.
Or when they were fixing...
No, when they were fixing his car.
Yeah, and he
Like,
kind of got a P2 or something.
Yeah, like, me heart just went out to him. I honestly thought, yeah, he lost power in the car. That's what it was. He lost power in the car or something, and
That
fucking.
was 2019 then he
Was
then
it?
he
Oh,
cursed on the out of it,
Jesus.
yeah.
Oh, me there living fucking in the past. Goes to show how much I know.
Yeah, but, like, that's going to be, like, a fantastic battle. But it's a bit overhyped in a way.
Yeah, I think the same. I just think Lewis is just formidable. Like he'll just win it. Everyone, I think it's just like because the sport has become so, we'll say, dull over the last few years since 2018. So there hasn't been a proper title fight that they're
since
hyping
2018.
so much up that people are going to think this season was so bad because it never lived up to the championship, which I don't think it will. I think.
Yeah, I think
Mercedes
like the
will put on
2018
before.
hype should have been a lot more hyped. Like there's me, like I was posting up when Vettel was getting poles and all at the start of the 2018. I was rubbing my hands, and I ran Ben and all, and
I was the same, I thought the
Ben
same.
he was like, "Oh, they haven't won this year. This is the year." He even said it on the phone because he got fucking 4 poles in a row, and he said, "Oh, it's their year now." And then, like, when do you ever get 4? Like at that time, there was 4 championships, I think, or 4, yeah, and they were going for 5. Like, you're never going to ever get that in our lifetime. Like, you're actually probably never going to get that in our lifetime. It's going to be...
Yeah, no, for a while anyway.
That's one, like, I don't know.
Dani Maka will win the championships, and she'll do the virtual one. She'll be coming up with her.
Listen, if I win tier 5, actually, right, here's one for you all. So obviously Leo's in tier 3, I'm in tier 5. If I outscore Leo, we need to put on a bet. I need suggestions for a bet. I need some ideas. If I score more points than Leo in tier 5 and he's in tier 3, he has to do something. I need some ideas.
Look, we'll all...
We'll all put our
Find a way.
heads together.
And Ryan, so predictions, real F1, you think Hamilton has won this year?
Yeah, I just can't see him losing it.
Yeah, that's not a bad bet, but hopefully it gets
hopefully
pushed
he
to the
does.
wire anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to see him beat Schumacher's record. Obviously,
No.
he won his last championship. I was born that same year, so I don't know what it's like for him to win him. But by the sounds of what people have said and what stuff like that he just seems to be like the best there ever was. And I just don't feel like.
You're born when he won his last World Championship, did you say?
Oh no, he won. No, I was 2 years old actually. Yeah, I was 2 because he won it in 2004, didn't he? 2003 and 4.
Yeah. He
So I
won in
was 2 years
2001.
old.
Yeah. So, Jesus,
Yeah.
that's gonna be exciting now to watch. See how things. I'm actually excited for Portimao. And I think Verstappen and Hamilton are the same odds.
He's not the favourite this year, though, is he not?
Red Bull,
I don't think
I
he
think
is.
Red Bull deep down are the quicker car by slightly, just slightly. But
Yeah, it'll
It's,
come down to the drivers.
yeah, I think it's going to be between them, but I think Red Bull just have a little upper hand, like probably a couple of hundreds now. But I think it's after closing between the first two races. You'll know more as the championship gets longer in, do you get me?
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm buzzing now for this weekend. We're in Portugal. I'm right, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
That would have been really embarrassing.
Yeah, no, it looks like a savage track as well.
I'm excited. How could is that? That's not in the game, is it?
That'll be in next year's game.
Next year.
And Imola.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So new tracks, more fun.
And before we go, Ryan, have you anything you want to add?
I don't know, I guess best of luck to everyone in the season because they're only just starting, so yeah, like every driver that's on it there are hundreds, so just best of luck to everyone.
Do you know what, Ryan? You're so lovely. I send you virtual hugs. You're just so nice. Like, you haven't said a bad word about anyone. Like, you're just like, no, they're really good. Do you know?
There's nothing bad to say about anyone. Why would I try to put someone down like that?
Oh, you're right. I should maybe take a leaf out of your book.
Not saying that you have a bath with an old toaster or something.
And that's all. I promise you. I don't mean it in a bad way. It's all just banter. Plus,
I know it's banter, yeah, but just I don't see obviously I know it's banter, but I just don't see the point in slagging someone off really.
Yeah, no. I get you. I get you.
That's it.
Focus on yourself or whatever like that.
That's it. But focus on yourself. There's people there today, and I was in work all day, and people worrying about other tiers and what happened in last year, night's tiers. And I just want to say, they're listening. Focus on yourselves, and you'll probably get good results instead of arguing with your shoelaces.
That's a good one. That is.
Just stating facts. Because if you're worrying about other people, then you're in trouble. Just focus on your own race and your own turn and enjoy the racing instead of trying to put other people. Because we're all here to get along, not here to fight and point our fingers out and all. And people pointing fingers out of their own opinion. So
that's it. It is hard though sometimes, obviously, because there is like to control everyone. Some people do just overstep the mark a little bit, and
yeah, that's it. You're probably seeing it there today.
Yeah.
Like my phone was hopping. Like I was in work there all day for 10 hours, and my phone didn't stop one bit. So and it's not. I took down the suggestions tab because it has to go. Like I'm gonna put a ticket on it and let them communicate with the head admins instead of like calling out people saying this and that, and then the hypocritical because they've said the opposite things in the past. I've heard, so
yeah,
just focus on themselves, and they probably do well. You know what I mean?
You love to see the passion though. You look like it's nothing but passion behind it, and in a way you can kind of see where everyone's coming from. But when you have like that many people, all with like different opinions, it's so fucking hard for everyone to just agree.
Respect
you know,
them. Like, the other suggestions are respected. Like, I don't mind that. Like, I wouldn't even argue. Like, that's why we're gonna have the tab and the head admins. It's just to free up the lads. There's about like over 1,000 messages. Lads have to see what's going on in the Discord, like for attendance, for etc. And then they're seeing a suggestions chat, having a big debate, then an all drivers chat, and people's phones are going, and then they're muting the channel, and then they're forgetting to unmute it, and then they're forgetting.
Then they're missing.
Crap. Yeah, you get me on the attendance or footage. So that's what I'm having it for. And then people with last night's race, we all started. PSN went down, and we have proof that PSN went down. Not like we all like full down. That just it's proof in the pudding there. Like, so I can't just say there's one or two, and it was going to happen to another few people in it. They got their game was going to restart in 15 minutes, according to a verified license or something of the game. So people,
Yeah, I never got that. Although I don't have the disc, obviously either. So I know that only happens when you don't have the disc, and I didn't
Yeah.
get that. So I
Yeah.
didn't know what was going on. Everyone just came in all of a sudden. I was in like third or fourth, and I was like, "What is happening?" No idea. And then I saw people just driving straight off into the wall, and I was like, "Oh, it's cancelled."
and it's not fair. Like that's what I'm. Because it went down. We have proof in the button. PlayStation went down. Like, oh, if it was my internet, I wouldn't have, and it was Ryan, not Kelly's internet. We would have kept going. But then Tommy was gonna have the issue in mid race with his. He was getting that, and then Farrell went, and on there was few, and it was gonna get worse because only just started then, and then Irish Gary and Nando looked it up, PlayStation Network, the amount of reports, you could see a little tracker and it gone sky high, and then it was like that for half an hour. So we're going to organise a race back when 20 drivers are available. I'm not going to miss anyone. No one's not going to be missed. And yeah, that's all I have to say on that. Sorry, Danners.
No, you're grand. Obviously, last night was a shit show. But it was exciting.
It's always tier 1. It's always tier 1. It's been like that since season 1. It's always tier 1.
Literally. I think we're going to have to move tier 1 to fucking Fridays from now on. I know. I wouldn't do that to you.
Look, that's what we can't move it to a Friday because
obviously you don't want to take away people's weekends, like.
And people meet up with girlfriends, wives, or
partners. Not everybody might be straight.
Yeah, that's it.
My brother played the PlayStation those weekends. So.
Yeah,
and then and plus everything's getting back to normal, so everybody's wants to have a bit of freedom, and which they deserve.
Yeah, we've been kind of not locked up, but we've been locked down for the past year, so everyone's gonna want to build back up relationships with people and stuff and start seeing people again.
And it's good that I'm delighted that you said with the league and all with the message as well, Ron. That means a lot. Good soft touch with there that was, and a lot of respect for you, and not many people can do that, and fair play to you.
Yeah, sure. I've nothing but respect for everyone in the league, sure. They all just want to do the same, just have a bit of fun,
That's it. And I'm talking to you now, I could sit down and have about 15 points with you and have a great night with you. We wouldn't argue with you.
I just don't drink like that, so. Cause
no, not I'm just saying, we'd sit down and even have a coffee or something, an Irish Gary style.
Coffee in the bus. Trip to Tesco, is it?
But that's it. I get along. You could play a few 5-lappers and all. I could get along with anyone. It's not. I've nothing against nobody. If I did, I would have said it to them. And same with yourself. It just seems like it's a nice person.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's it should just get along with everyone. There's no reason to hate anyone. So.
That's it.
That's the
And do you think Vettel? Actually, one last one. Do you think Vettel will be back? Do you think he'll be back? New car regulations next year. Next year is the do or die.
Yeah, I thought the same was this year. That this year would be do or die, and it just does not see everything that's gotten wrong with it, with the brakes burning out, and obviously then he needs to crash with Ocon. And it's just getting me so down because obviously I started watching F1 and he was winning and non-stop winning, and now he's just spinning and he's not on the pace and dropping out at Q2 and all that, everything. It's just kind of sad to see, but and what are next year's cars like if they got more rear downforce?
They're meant to be slower.
Stop, really?
Yeah, it's they took a bit of. I'm a bit in technical there, but they took. If you look, I'm not sure, Dani, Ryan, did you know about the car regulations this year?
No.
Right, so
yeah, I kind of do.
So imagine an A4 sheet of paper, then, so right? Last year's car, the floor was just a perfect rectangle. They cut the back tires, where it's an angle now, so they chopped a bit of side off the floor, like a pizza slice, off the back. and apparently they're losing a second and a half a lap compared to last year's car. And the engineers made it up with the front, and then with all the technology, like with new phones and all, so like with F1 they improved it. They got back up to the same time. We're gonna make this so technical, but they had heavier tyres now. They have heavier tyres. They're just trying to slow cars down and make it closer racing. That's what they're trying to do. And that next year the cars are gonna look so different. It's gonna look good.
I'm already excited for it.
Yeah, they're gonna look real futuristic. Is that the word?
Yeah, a bit like Formula E style.
Yeah, it's gonna look real futuristic, and apparently in a couple of years' time they're gonna have like an LED on the car with the light on it at the back of their car number flashing. So I'm not sure if people like that or not, but I heard about that. They're gonna have LEDs for their car numbers.
Oh, actually, Slayer, I have one for you. There's rumours going around that you're going to be sponsored by Charnville, is it? The cheese?
Hmm?
Rumours you're going to be sponsored by Charnville, the cheese, or however you say. Is that how you say it?
Thanks for the fucking cheers.
Oh, stop.
Yeah,
A few
all
easy
right.
singles there.
That's it. So Ryan, do or die with Vettel next year, and hopefully.
Yeah, if there's more rear downforce, kind of like double diffusers era, then I think it'll be fine. But anything else, I think that'll be him done.
Yeah, that's it. But plus, they have to give him a good car. That's the only thing. You get someone could get a good car, and someone have a bad car. We all have to see. That's why in every F1 ever, they try to knock down the best driver, the best team, and then another team comes along. Always happens everywhere.
That's it. Anyways,
That's all I have to say.
we'll wrap it up.
Dennis, leave it to you.
Well, we'll wrap it up. Just want to say a big thanks to Ryan for coming on. Obviously, and kind of talking about his bits and bobs and Vettel and his predictions and stuff for the season. You can catch me driving, attempting to drive tomorrow night at 10 on the League of Ireland's YouTube, and you can find the link in my bio. But yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for the cheers, and we will see you next week.
And sorry, Dennis. Do you know who's the next one on the next episode? Any thoughts?
No, I haven't. I have to have a think about it. But obviously, lads, if you have any feedback, I'd be truly grateful. Obviously, because I'm only new to this whole hosting a podcast thing. Normally, I'm the guest. So if you have any suggestions or feedback, do send them my way. My DMs are always open. Just make sure they're PG DMs, otherwise my boyfriend won't be very happy. But yeah.
That's where you ended there.
And that's that. Cut, time out, that's it. Good night and God bless.
Night, everyone. Take it easy.
I'll see you on the track.